I'm setting my altitude to 12,000. Trying to do a full power run up here on the taxiway. Oh, try doing a full. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to slowly run up to full power. Going, there's ground idle. Going above ground idle. Slowly bringing it up. And there's flight idle. Now I'm going to adjust the throttle. No, I don't think it's going above. A little bit dangerous. According to the developer, outside air temperature and altitude affect the torque quite a bit. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to do an intersection departure. Can the brakes not hold it? They can, I just didn't want to put a lot of pressure on them. We're gonna do a little UE here. Our hot start's just a turbojet turboprop. I think they're just a John Fly thing. To me, it seems more like you advance the throttle to about 75% and wait for torque to catch up, then be very cautious 75 to 100. Could be. The boss of Snak Air is going to be mad though that we've spent about 500 grand today on damage. Battery starts and tailwinds are a hot start perfect storm. Oh, we finally have live traffic. Alright, we don't have a lot of runway, so hopefully this works this time. Okay. Condition lever's full. Flaps to 15. Everything looks good. Let's try this again. Wait, aren't you the boss? Oh yeah, I am the boss. Here we go. There's 31, 31, 32, 32, 32, 33, 34.
Enjoy your flight.
Okay, at what point would I put the flaps up? At what speed? Can I start putting my flaps up here? We're going pretty slow actually. Okay, we're gonna go autopilot on, yaw damper on. We're gonna climb in IAS mode. Now we're gonna climb in IAS mode. Arm it for 12,000. Sync the heading bug. We're gonna get a vector departure out of here. What happened? Oh, it was just an FSEconomy alias. Alright, we've been cleared direct to lobby. So we'll come down here, hit the direct to button, activate lobby, and then click on the nav button. Which I could probably do here as well. Okay, we're climbing out at, it's not climbing out at IAS speed. That's weird. Oh, that's a problem. We'll climb out at 170. When I hit IAS, it resets it, yeah. The idle fuel flow is extremely low. With power on, it seems more reasonable. But I'm full throttle as far as my joystick is concerned, and it's only getting 35, 36. That doesn't, I don't know, is that correct? I guess it's in the green. Fuel, it does say per hour. Okay. 170 is fast to climb in the PC-12. What should I do? Should I do more like 180? 150? I'll do 160. Split the difference. That bouncing NG though is a concerning behavior. And again, I'm gonna have to check the engine to see if I did something, because I may have 140 to 150. Okay, I'll go to 140. I'll go to 150. Okay, I'll zoom in there. Okay, we're direct lobby. Well, at least we got airborne. Apologies for the delay. Now my torque is really bouncing now. It's bouncing between 26 and look at that. All right, initial separator should have been off a long time ago. How come the open? Oh, it takes a little while for it to close, probably, yeah. It would appear the rep back is kind of, you think so? I like the reflections off. Weather here is 14 knots. It's like a quartering headwind. Would you call it a quartering headwind? Now we're finally up to 40 on the torque. So I should probably bring it back a little bit. Okay, we're coming through 7,000 up to 8. Afternoon, El Burgos. Do you think this plane is horrible to taxi or just me? I think sometimes it can be a little bit much to handle on taxi, but the key is to keep it in ground idle on the condition lever and just really have very little throttle in there. But you can also play around if you have the rep pack El Burgos. You can play around with the options in here to do roll axis drives ground steering, so you could use your ailerons to steer to see what happens. You're probably talking more about the speed though, aren't you? So did the initial separator make a difference? Sorry, I was away for a few minutes. Initial separator is off. It does appear stabilized right now at the moment. It's not bouncing around, and I've brought the power control back to a little bit off of max, and it seems to have stabilized. So maybe with the initial separator off, it is stabilized. Schmid, how are you? You'll buy the rep for this? Yeah, I think it's a fun thing. It certainly makes you understand a little bit better the correct procedures for engine start, although there's some bugs that are still not accurate. But the other thing we discovered is that in the checklist, the fuel color should not be blue. It should be clear, right, Toto? Tyrion Prime, how are you? In Tylenol says in the forums they talk about this being ITT limited and that it will adjust fuel flow to always keep ITT below red line. I think maybe you had too much throttle and it was trying to keep ITT out of the red. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Great livery, yep, I like it. Mountain Dew livery. Once you get time, run the beta updater and make sure you are on the latest version. Okay. Do I do that in the I do that in the Skunk Crafts updater, right? Okay, thanks, Puff. Having a Sumatra blend today. Okay, we're at 12,000. We're at cruise. Everything seems to be stabilized. Let's see what our speed gets up to. Right now it's 100 and it's rising. Yesterday going from Palm Springs to Henderson, I was getting about what was I getting? About I can't remember, but it was like 270 in the cruise on ground speed anyway. But you like Sumatra? Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. If you guys were traveling, say 130 miles in a PC-12, what would you, and you're headed westbound, so about 130 miles, what would you set your cruise altitude to be? Just out of curiosity. You're saying 140? So I was close. I'm going to go up to 140. PE today? Yeah, I think I will go on PE. I'm actually thinking about taking the new 757 or 767, the new update out on PE. Thinking about it anyway. The typical rule of 10,000 feet for every 100 nautical miles of trip distance applies to most turboprops. Alright, we're making the turn finally at Lobby, and we're joining the Victor Airway. Victor 431. Alright, so that's good to know. So typical rule, 10,000 feet for every 100 nautical miles. So in this case, 130. So 100. So it would be about 100 and let's see, 1,300 feet. But then because you're westbound, you bump it to 14. Makes sense. Have any of you tried out the new update for the 7.5 or the 7.6? Oh, and I also updated my 320. Tile line. We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Hello, John Fly.
F Wagner 04 with the subscribe. Thank you for the 4-month streak. How are you today, F Wagner? And today being Wednesday, what are you doing today? And give us not just a general detail, give us a real detail of your day. I need to know these things. Can you not add any? I can't add more power. Yeah. Oops. I keep turning off my GTN accidentally. I can't add more power. I brought it back because I was near yellow, but here goes more power. Am I okay in the yellow, or should I should bring it back to the green? Right there? On the edge. Just keep the ITT in the green. Okay, ITT in the green. And torque, okay. In the green. Pretty sensitive. Alright, there's right there, 37.4 so far here. We're almost at cruise. Kind of hard to tell what the limit is when the gauge uses some arbitrary units like torque in PSI. If you are on John's Discord, I can put a fix. Oh, you're talking about something with Schmid? Oh, and the King Air 350? Yeah, please post that. That'd be good. I think you can get VNAV Iowa Scotsman with the GTN. I think you just have to. I think you have to program in an altitude at a waypoint. No. That helps you calculate what you need to do, but it doesn't do it automatically. Yeah. Does AP have flight level change mode? Oh wait, let's go soft ride. I do not see an FLC. Nope. Oops. Yeah, I didn't have it armed. Yeah. IAS. Yeah, IAS is right there. Yep. Right there, IAS mode. So you could change that and then climb. FLC mode is called IAS mode here. I guess I treat... Okay, that makes sense. I think I seem to recall there are certain circumstances where the VNAV does work, but maybe it's plane specific. But if there's a problem with the King Air, please discuss it. Post a fix in my Discord so I can fix it, because that is one of my favorite aircraft, and I want to be able to do it all. I want it all. I wish you could lock the window to the GTN. That would be handy. Okay, we're passing the Gardner VOR. Coming up to an airport called Orange Municipal, and also Montag, Turner Falls, and then ahead of that will be North Adams, Harriman, and West airports. And the Gardner VOR is because the city is named Gardner. Gardner, Massachusetts. And we're flying just south of the Bears Den Forest Conservation Area. I need to explore Massachusetts one day. You posted the GTN750 issue under the Snak Air Lounge. It's just working with the settings in the GTN750. Okay, cool. I can't get the settings on the GTN50 to display. So if I go to GTN and I go click on settings, I don't get the display. So any setting change, I have to go in and modify the INI file, because the settings do not exist visually. Alright, let's go back here. Back, flight plan. Is there a way on the GTN 750 to show cumulative? What's the easiest way to say, okay, how many miles out from Schenectady am I? I know there's the individual distances to the different waypoints, but is there a way to get a cumulative easily? You must have another plugin causing the issue. I think so. Bananagram, hello? Does this PC-12 have a better working McDo, better than the default one? Well, PC-12s don't have McDo's. What do you mean by that? You have the GNS 530. You can add on the GTN 750. So Tiber finally got the settings. Have to totally uninstall the GTN and then reinstall it. Oh, okay. Tylenol says you have to change the column in the INI file. Oh, I have to change the column in here for the distance, is what you're saying, right? Ah, okay. Let's do that. So I'm going to click on Edit Data Fields. And I want to do, should I do column? DTK. Should I change that to cumulative distance? Sure enough, that's awesome. But it did get rid of my DTK. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Tylenol. I struggle with changing waypoints in the Citation McDo and don't want to buy a GTN for X-Plane also. Oh, yeah, there's no, There's no McDo in the PC-12. Yeah, so you'd have to use the 530, and you should be able to change the waypoints in that. Another trick using map view: click on a spot on the map and it will show you the distance to that point. Ah, all right. So if we click back, map, and then we zoom out. $60. Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. That works. Man, I gotta give you some snackage. Thank you. Have you flown the Airfoil Labs King Air much? That has a default FMC, but GTN is the way to go there. I have flown the King Air a little bit, not lately though. I need to get back into that. So what I'm going to probably do, Steve, is I'm going to fly. I think I'm going to fly this the PC-12 one more time, maybe after this one, or I might switch to the new update for the 7.5 or the 7.6. But I'll definitely put the King Air on for after that, whether that be tomorrow or the next day. But I need to apparently read the Discord because they're going to be discussing the fix there. And Captain Tony Stark put the GTN issue in the Snak Air Lounge. All right, I'm going to start my descent here in just a little bit. For Schenectady, I'll do a METAR here. Okay, wind is 300 at 5. So any runway. So they only have an ILS runway 4. They do have an RNAV runway 22. Runway 4 and 22 are closed until September. So it's either 10 or 28. So we could do the RNAV 10 or 28. We'll land RNAV 28 via Albany. And as you can see here on the JEP chart, our plane is here, still in Massachusetts. We're going to cross the New York border. We're going to go out to the Albany VOR, and then we're going to make a right turn to go to the Vecu or Vesu. We need to be at 2,000 at Nocti and Vecu at 2,500 for the RNAV GPS runway 28, and it does have an LPV. Anyway, yeah, I think if you type in exclamation settings, I think that right there, Christian. All right, so let's reset the altitude. We'll go down at 700 feet per minute. Bring back the power just a little bit. Ground speed got up to 250 something, and it's going to increase here with a 20 knot headwind. That's a pretty respectable clip. Yeah. Not bad. I think the joystick overlay is kind of mundane during cruise. But during takeoff and landing, it's got a little bit of movement. All right, altimeter 299.6. And I'm going to select the approach here. So we'll go back, procedure, approach, click approach, RNAV 28 GPS LPV via Albany. Load, activate, approach, and the plane should be going direct to Albany. Yep, it is. Cool. I know some of the approaches have decent angles. How do you try to do that? What are you referring to? I'm just going to try to be at 2500 at Vecchio, or however you say it, Vesu. Vesu maybe. Gamer called Chris. How are you? Might want to reduce torque a bit on descent. Okay. 258 now in a 20 knot headwind. Okay, torque coming back. It's a really fine looking cabin back here. If you know your waypoint, you can do a constant rate of descent. Yeah, you can go to the vertical calculator too. There's a vertical a V-speed calculator in the GTN750, which is kind of fun. Trying to cross a point at an altitude. How do you do the quick math? Yeah, you can use the calculator, and then right there, yeah, there you go. If you know you will be at a waypoint in 5 minutes and need to descend 10,000 feet, you simply need to descend at a fixed rate of 2,000 feet per minute. That's the other nice thing about holds too. Is that you can do a hold over the initial approach fix here at Vesu or Vecchio or whatever, however you call it. You can do a hold until you get down to the altitude you need, or you could do the VNav calculator and do it that way in your head, or use the I can show you briefly here. So if you go to Utilities and you do VNav, to be at VECU at 2,500 feet, we need to be going down at a rate of 1327, and then there you go, at a flight. There you go. Although it's not showing. Oh yeah, there it goes. 3 minutes to top of descent. That's at a 3 degree. We can change that to a 5 degree. Ooh. Most airplanes fly 3 miles per minute, so if you have to drop 10,000 feet, have to start down 30 miles out at 1,000 per minute. Thank you, Tuck Tuck. Alright, we're at 8,000. I increased the vertical speed. I'll go to 1,200. It's not out of the realm of realism. And we're going to lower the torque even more here. What planes would you recommend saving for an FSE? I was going to finance a TBM, but the financer didn't have the funds to secure it, unfortunately. Gamer called Chris. How much do you have in the bank? All right, we're at 6,000. Yeah, you can finance. Yep. Okay, 6,000 at coming up to the Albany VOR. You have 100K and one Cessna 172. How many times have you flown for Snak Air this month? Oh, you've flown 20 times for Snak Air. That is awesome. Very, very cool. All right, we're making the turn at Albany at 5,500. All right. Let's see here. Let's edit this registration. November 582 GC. Update. 572 GC. Oh, 582 GC. I did the wrong one. 572. Okay, we're making our way to Vecchio, which is nice that it's just automatically doing it. Gamer called Chris. Because you have flown $20 times for Snak Air this month. Whoa! I'm gonna sell it to you for $1. $582 Golf Charlie. See if you can get paid. Do you have $1 to give me, Chris, for the TBM? All right, we're doing the holding pattern at Vecchio. We're at 2,500 feet. This is brilliant. Hopefully it'll make a turn here. Right turn 282 in 6 seconds. Yeah, I'm sure. Fly for Snak Air. Fly for Snak Air from time to time, and you never know what'll happen. Enjoy the TBM. I just really like it when people fly 20 times for Snak Air in the month. That helps out the bottom line. So. Do I want to sell one of the C90s? What's a C90 going for? Okay, doing the procedure turn. You betcha. Enjoy, Chris. And thank the Snak Air family, because they make it possible for these spontaneous maneuvers once in a while. Not to mention Toto Rico's here in the chat room, so I'm always inspired to encourage TBM 900 flying as much as possible. All right, we're doing the procedure turn. Cheapest one is $6.99. How much you gonna offer, Tiber? Make me an offer. I'm in the procedure turn. Yep. Will it stay in the hold, or will it just continue down to the next waypoint? I don't think it's a hold. Don't have cash to make you a fair offer. How many flights does Tiber have this month? $29. Holy snack. How much do you have, Tiber? C90. Okay, we're going to Vesu to no CDI. Just so I have. All right, transfer. I can sell you one of the C90s for 60 grand but you have to pay the 2,600 ownership fee. Is it a deal? All right, private sell to Tiber, and thank you again for flying 29 times for Snak Air. And also change the registration, if you don't mind. There you go. Tell me. Yeah, it's set up. 60 grand. No, you don't get to choose which one. It's the one at Atlanta right now. Sorry. How about the Saab 340? How about a Saab 340? I wouldn't mind a Saab 3. I better hit the approach button. I wouldn't mind a Saab 340, but the problem is, it's hard to find profitable. It's hard to find profitable jobs for the Saab. Where can we see how many times we have flown and how profitable? Go to Snakair, snakair.com/leaderboard. Yeah, snakair.com/leaderboard. Is this thing going down automatically or no? I can't tell. All right, gear coming down. I'm testing the autopilot. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to start to descend or not. Adding a little more power. It should. It should. Oh, wait. I think it did it, but I had to reset my altitude. Thank you, Chris, again. Enjoy it, man. So it shouldn't be descending yet. TOD is about 30 seconds away. Okay. There's Tarb chiming in. And also thank Tarb because he gave us a few of those. How much do new engines cost? Yeah, 160 hours, you should be able to save up enough for it. Yeah. I imagine new engines are pretty expensive. All right, it's starting to descend. Perfect. All right, well, now it's just a matter of managing our speed here. About 350. I think it's at 18. Was it 1840 or 1860 hours on the engine right currently? Viper, I'm in the Pilatus PC-12 right now. Yeah. Okay, we got some flaps, lights. Should I turn my initial separator on? Deal is done. Welcome. Enjoy. Hey, Jay Barrett. I'm landing in Schenectady. Is that how you say it, Jay? LPV's coming in hot. Okay, flaps are full. Speed 100 knots right now. I wonder if the LPV is going to make me hit trees. I think it's just going to barely clip the top of the trees. Oh, LPV took me into the trees, I think. We'll find out on the replay if it did or not. LPV should have disconnected a long time ago. I just wanted to see how accurate it was going to be. Reversers. Manual braking. Woo, reversers out. Woo!